Hello, so I am foregoing my usual Thursday light language video this week as I am undergoing some major shifts with my internal channel and the way that I pull through information, which is really exciting, but it also needs just some time to integrate, So instead, I'm going to be talking a little bit about natural mystic healing and some of the updates, some of the shifts that have been happening within the container, the business through which I offer my services. So I had been sharing online that I was going to be doing sessions in Glasgow. I was called to a massive redirection, a massive pivot, which was kind of had been foreshadowed, but I hadn't fully seen the picture of it. And I ended up doing a session with my friend Kristen, who is amazing at doing these kind of business energetic sessions. And she asked me a really simple question, is expanding in Glasgow, is that actually going to be for your highest good? And it was very clear to me immediately as soon as she asked that question that no, it wasn't going to be for my highest good. And I had to kind of deal with all of these feelings around like, oh my God, I've invested in this, I'm committed, I even had clients booked in for my first day and all of this kind of stuff. And sometimes the universe shakes you up. It gives you these big unexpected Uranian kind of shifts, and it's all about encouraging you to trust deeper and to look deeper within yourself and what is being reflected back to you here. And so although it was kind of frightening and almost alarming, what came from it was this beautiful realization that actually where I'm being called to put more of my energy, that actually where I'm being called to expand is into my mentorship sessions. So I channeled through 3 mentorship packages last year, and they have gone through a sort of refinement process. And it's really interesting because I have had people sign up for them recently when I hadn't been sharing anything about them. I hadn't been promoting them, since I got back to Scotland. I hadn't really been putting a lot of energy into calling in new mentorship clients because I've been settling back into being here and all this other stuff, and started working at Shining Light, doing in-person sessions, and so my focus was elsewhere. And the universe was kind of like foreshadowing to me that that's where my energy was going to be going, but I hadn't totally seen all the signs. And it's interesting, even after the session I had with Kristen, I woke up in the morning, and usually I do a sort of spiritual practice before I connect with my phone, and I could hear my guide saying to me, check your phone, there's a surprise. And I checked my phone, and I had another new mentorship client sign up. And so it really was this big nudge from the universe, like, this is the direction you're meant to be going in. And I love mentoring. I love it. And it's interesting because I have mentorship experience from when I was in the poetry. I'm still kind of in the poetry world, but I had a mentorship program then as well, which was actually just offered to me by this network. And I've never kind of sought it out in that sense. It's one of those things that has kind of come to me as in like, you should be doing this. And so that's how I know that it's part of my purpose and it's part of my path. And also just I love it as well. So I have 3 mentorship programs, and they're all at a very, very reasonable price point. And I actually divined the prices, and without realizing, came to the realization that they were all set at £55 per session. So I received the prices, and I was like, oh, how much are these per session? They were all £55 per session, which I thought was pretty amazing, actually. And so it was very clear that my guidance was kind of telling me to make this a very, very reasonable price, because the people that are going to be drawn to this for this round are going to be, that's going to be their initiatory price point for them to be able to access these these healings, these teachings, whatever is going to emerge from these different programs. And so I have my first mentorship program is called the Jaguar Medicine Program, and it's held within the container of the Jaguar, this deep feminine essence. It's very much about ancestral healing, clearing out akashics, light language activations, and really whatever the guides want to bring through. And it is made up of 6 sessions completed over approximately 8 weeks. So all of my mentorship offerings are set to be about 1 session per week, but there is an option to kind of extend that and to take a sort of week break in between, say halfway through, etc., or just to accommodate flexibility essentially. And my next program is made up of 9 sessions, and it is called the Venusian Rose Activation Program, and it's very much kind of it's quite star seedy. It's again a lot of akashic clearings, but I would say it's more for people that are also kind of wanting to look deeper into their sort of galactic records and galactic lineages, and really it's about activating you for your mission, your purpose, right? And then I also have the Monarch Butterfly program, which I would say is the deepest one. It's made up of 12 sessions, and it is all about deep diving, deep diving, into all aspects of your soul, into everywhere that you have been and everywhere that you are set to go. It is like a preparation. It's a deep preparation for that. And so my kind of intention with all 3 of these programs is that there's kind of something for everybody. There's something that is, well, everybody that feels called, there's different entry points, depending on how deep you want to go, but knowing and trusting that these are all about deep healing. All 3 of them are about transformation, transmutation. We do things like belief repatterning, emotional release, shamanic journeys, light language activations, light language channeling, messages from your guides. And so it's really, throughout all 3 programs, one of the main things that is offered is support in between sessions. So you can contact me, you can say, look, I just had this crazy dream, what's going on here? And I will be able to channel through certain messages for you, and also just advice and support. Earth is really hard right now. And, it's really important that we have the support and guidance of people that we trust, and people that have certain teachings that we might benefit from. It's really important that we have those kind of bridges, those kind of communications that are occurring, So that's really what this is about. That's really what these mentorships are about. It's about communication. It's about karmic clearing, ancestral clearing, activations, and creating that sort of deeper sense of awareness of why we're here and what we're doing and what our purpose is, and what the sort of highlighting and harnessing the gifts that we have to share with the world. So I think that's all I want to say. Apart from the fact that I am still offering one-on-one in Edinburgh at Shining Light. I'm still offering those one-on-one sessions, and then I'm also still offering my one-on-ones online as well. So those are the kind of 3 portals through which you can find me, is either in Edinburgh for in person, or I offer my mentorship programs, and I also offer online one-on-ones. And I should have mentioned as well that I have the option to book an introductory call for the mentorship session, so we can see if it feels right or not, kind of have a chat and just see what wants to come through, if there's anything that is, you're kind of working on, or you just want to kind of, see how we gel together, because that's obviously important. And the other thing I was going to say, yeah, so I'm going to link the 3 programs below, and this is obviously just a brief kind of rundown that I've given you of what can go on in them, but if you are interested in looking deeper, you can read through this long channel description, not super long, but you know, a detailed description of kind of what to expect and what can come through in these kinds of programs. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. As always, you can comment or leave me a message if there's something you want to discuss. And yeah, thank you. Have a wonderful day.